Welcome back to 100 Days of Cloud FinOps with Hybr. Today, we are going to see about a very unique feature in Hybr Cloud FinOps portal. It's the cost analysis workbench. This workbench has been created with the Cloud FinOps practitioners need to have a place where they can slice and dice the data, drill down into a particular um, resource, service, or any tags and the time frame from a very usable UI experience. So here you can see for the selected period the trend of the cost or the cloud spend is depicted, and I can easily narrow down the time frame in which I want to do the investigation. So this is almost like a forensics workbench. So right now I drill down or narrow down the time frame that is of interest to me, and I am looking at the resources that kind of cause the cloud spend to go up during this time period, right? So after narrowing down the time, I can see the resources utilized during this time and be able to look at their cost, and it's already sorted based on the highest spend. And if I select a particular resource, all the metadata, whether it is the SKU tiered, which resource group, what tags, everything comes and displayed in the same workbench view. So Hybr in the background goes and collects all sorts of metadata for these resources and any type of resource metrics that it can collect. So it's pretty powerful in terms of bringing everything you need into into a single pane of glass experience. So if I select one of these resources, which is an Azure web service, for example, I get to see all the metadata related to that. So this is basically a premium P1 B3 type of resource. It is deployed in this region belonging to these subscriptions and whatnot. And I can also look at the resource metrics. This is the actual performance metrics that the Hybr is able to pull from Azure related to this cost data for this particular resource, and present it in this unique fashion where I can see this. Not only that, I can also add any other metrics, any other resources, and look at the correlation of this metric to another resources related metric. So I can kind of see what is happening or what has happened at a certain time frame that resulted in the high cost. So this is again very powerful for a cloud FinOps practitioner or a developer or an engineer looking to see various dependencies and the correlations of cost data to the metadata, the SKUs, and as well as the resource metrics or the performance metrics from those resources. Again, in this video, we just saw an overview of the workbench, and in the subsequent episodes, we will cover more interesting scenarios where, as a cloud FinOps practitioner, you can use this workbench like a real detective, workbench or a forensics workbench where you will be able to correlate multitudes of different types of metrics and data points from a single pane of glass experience. Thanks for joining us. See you soon.